Okay, here is our handy dandy bands. We love our bands. They're so good for so many different things. Where can we get them, Court?
Walmart, Target, anywhere.
Anywhere. They're cheap. And they'll come in different strengths, red, black, blue, yellow, and that's the resistance level. So just hold them up and see where you're at in your resistance level. If it's too easy, you need to go up one, and you'll find that as you get stronger, you'll need to go up more. So Court, where are we gonna go with those bands?
All right, so we're outside and need something to tie it onto. Tree's gonna work perfect.
I like a tree.
All right,
There's our tree.
here we go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take one side, just wrap it around that tree, and then take that other handle and poke it through there. Let that latch on, just like that. And we got our own little
Look at there.
workout.
We do, don't we?
All right.
Got a little crossbar going. Okay.
So, first thing, we're going to get, wide enough where there's some resistance on that pull. And I'm going to have my elbow next to my side. And all I'm going to do is pull straight into my side right here.
Where are you feeling that, Court, as you work that? What muscle? You feel it in the side of your biceps, triceps,
yeah.
your forearms?
Pulling it all the way down to my forearms, up into my biceps. And I'm really squeezing my biceps to get that pull. Pull. I'm going to do about 12 reps, and then I'm going to switch sides and do the same thing. Pull. Just like that.
Good job.
All right. Then the next one is, you remember those stretches we did when I had a partner, and we just pressed down and we pressed back? I'm going to do the same thing with this band. I'm going to have my shoulder just, straight out, and then we're going to press down. Really working that rotator cuff, because we're getting a lot of our throwing out of that rotator cuff. And then we can pull back, so down, back up, working both the front and the back of the rotator. That's very
Always important. Yeah.
All right. Once we did 12 reps of each side. Don't neglect one side of the body. We need both of them.
Yeah, you got to even it out. Even though you're not throwing from that other side, you got to keep it all even, people.
All right. So I'm going to move my band up a little higher on the tree, so that we're about right here. Now, I'm going to turn away from the band. I'm going to get, some good resistance. I don't want to be too soft, where it's hanging. So we're going to get like this, a good stance. I like to put one foot in front of the other just so I have, a good stable stance. And then I'm just going to punch forward. Back.
And we want to keep our core tight. Always squeezing that core. We can always get a workout with our core just by squeezing it all throughout the exercises.
Now, once you can change stances, but if you get in the stance of how you throw, so say I throw like this. So I'm going to have this foot out front while I do this. So there, we're working almost a throwing motion with our hips and our core, adding that punching motion. And you switch sides just like anything. I have my other foot out front, and we're just going to punch.
Good job.
All right.
All right. As we get to the gym, those are all stretches that you can do at home, and we're also going to remind you that your athlete can use those same bands, and you can, we've showed you those exercises before. We still need to strengthen our bicep, our triceps, our forearm muscles, our shoulder, and our back, and the bands are great workouts for that. And Courtney's going to unhook them real quick, and we're just going to show you some at-home stuff before we head to the gym. I get to show you some little exercises of using the bands to work our bis and our tris, because no matter what, we have to work a circular around the muscles that we're using, or the area. So a lot of the pain that we find is in our elbow area, and we get a little tendonitis there. So what we really need to do is build up the muscles around that. And what's affecting that is our forearm, our bis, and our tris. So obviously you've got your bands already out, and we can do our bicep work right here. So I say 3 sets of 10 is always great. Squeeze, 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 always. All right, from there, we can go to some triceps. I like to take my band right here from behind me. And you can grab it here or here. I like to grab it here. And we're just going to pull out from right there. Again, 3 sets of 10. Then you would go to the other side and move it around just like that. Then a few tries. All right, so Courtney's going to come out and show us some other areas that we need to be working with our bands.
All right, so along with buys and tries being important, once again, our shoulders are, another huge part of throwing. So, once again, we're going to get back into that stance, right like this, and then we're just going to pull straight out, alternating each side, and we don't want to overdo it. So, we don't want to be like, oh yeah, we want to keep, right out with our shoulders, straight out.
So keep it parallel, right?
Yes.
Yeah, don't lift any higher. Don't need to go higher.
And then from that, we just switch our hands, rotate them inwards, and come straight out. Once again, no higher than our shoulders. Up. We can also do these exercises together. Alternating. And all of that's going to really, strengthen our shoulders and, really helps us in keeping from injuries.
I like to finish all of that up because there's always core exercises that we do that benefit all of those areas. And obviously, a push-up is one of those. Push-ups are going to get our buys, backs, abs, tries. So finish up, get your kid to finish up with some push-ups. 3 sets of 10 is always good. I know it sounds like a lot, but when you put this into motion, it's going to take you about 15 minutes. That's it. 15 minutes, a day, every other day for your kid while they're playing. It's going to make such a big difference in these injuries that you're having. Once you have the injury, the only thing you can do is lay off of it. That's it. So once they get the injury, and my son has the injury right now, so now he's laid off for 4 days. I said, don't throw for 4 days. Don't throw for 4 days because now he's got inflammation. And now we have to start from here we go again. We got to warm up again. So let's don't wait till our athletes get the pain. So let's try to prevent that. And if you have any more questions, don't hesitate to email us. We love helping you guys out with anything that we can. We'll also be going to the gym and showing you some stuff in the gym that you can be doing to strengthen yourself. For softball, baseball, pitchers, whatever.
All right, guys. So we're in the house right now, and I'm going to show you some more arm, rotator and shoulder exercises that you can, again, do at home. So you need a dog.
You do.
Yeah. Just lay right here.
Yeah.
Kinda
lay on top of her.
them.
Okay.
Dixie
don't want to do that.
Never
Okay.
mind.
Get over
All
here,
right.
Dixie White.
All right.
What do you want?
So what we really need is a 5-pound weight. Nothing too heavy. We're not trying to overpower or, really lift anything heavy.
And guys and girls, no heavier than these 5-pound weights. You don't need it too much.
All right. So we're going to be laying down like this, all the way down. And we're going to take the arm that we're laying on and put it right under our armpit right here. And then take this 5-pound weight and just rest it right here on top of that hand. And we're just going to come up, back down. Remember, we must go down in a slow motion. No jerking. Straight up, straight down. And then we'll turn over and do the other side just like that. All right, so we did our floor work. So now I'm going to do some standing shoulder work. So, we have different kinds of weights here, and nothing goes over 5 pounds again. So, even guys. So right here we have some 5-pound free weights, 2.5 and 5-pound, plate weights, and then some strap-on hand weights or ankle weights. These are awesome because you can just strap them on your wrist and, you know, you're ready to go. And they're great for younger girls or guys too. So our first one, I'm going to take our 5-pound free weights, and I'm going to have them pointed out right on top of my thigh right here, and I'm just going to lift straight out to the side. We're not completely to the side, and we're not completely in front.
It's almost like a V, Court.
Exactly, a V. Going up, and really work on the downward motion. That's the most important part right here. So we're going to go up, and slowly back down. Then once we do those for about, what do you say, 10?
I think it's always nice 3 sets of 10.
We're going to flip that grip. So we were here, now flip it in, and then back up, slowly back down.
You're going to find that that's an awkward motion, but it's that same awkward motion that when we're throwing that gets us.
And once again, we can strap these on right here, just like that, and do the same thing. Here, flip our arms, and here, and easy enough. So for the next one, we call it empty cans. So here I like to use either our circular plate weights or the strap-on. So here we're going to have our arms straight out, just like this. And then we're going to come up and over and empty that can. And then back out and empty that can. Let me show you without the weights. So we just start out. We're going to come up, and our thumbs are going to be pointed down. And back up. It's like an arm circle, but we're emptying that can. Once again, put on the weights. For our youngins, or people who are having, hurting shoulders and the weight's just too much for them, this is going to strengthen it.
It is.
Out, thumbs down, and it's not too heavy, but it is putting resistance and strengthening at the same time. Just like that. Alright guys, I hope that helped. Any more questions, feel free to email us, and we'll get back to you.
What about them college ball players? Should they email you, Court?
Of course.
Okay.
Again, I'm still playing college ball right now. I have been for the past 4 years. I know a little bit about how to get there, what to do, how to train, and I'd love to share kind of what I do every day, what we do, and how to get there. So, bye guys.